All right, so I'm going to show you how to set up an OBS source, or really any app that can send RTMP to a streaming server in ReStream Studio. And this might help if we're getting screen sharing that's really bad quality. And because if we stream it directly from OBS, then OBS can handle the resolution scaling and the compression algorithm and all that and send like just a very efficient network stream. So anyway, all you can see right now is my camera, but I'm going to switch you over so you can see ReStream Studio, and that should help to understand what's going on here. So we're going to get the tunneling effect as I switch over because we are going to be looking at my camera. I'll just go ahead and turn off my camera to avoid that distraction. So here is ReStream Studio, and I'm just sharing this with you so that you can see where I have to click inside of the studio. So it's actually right down here. Just look at the very bottom of the screen where my arrow is. If I want to add a source from OBS, I need to click on the plus sign right here. Oops, I clicked 2 times and it went away. So what we're looking for is RTMP. Bring a stream from tools like Zoom, tools like OBS. Now, make a mental note that these are unique values for each event. So we're going to need this particular URL. And now I'm going to bring in OBS so that we can see where this information gets configured in OBS. So here's my OBS settings window. And if I click on stream, you can see I've pasted the server URL and the stream key right there. So all we have to do is press OK. And then inside of OBS, just make this smaller so it's a little less distracting. We're going to click the Start Streaming button right here. Are you sure? Yes. All right. Don't need to send my audio for this. So now what's happened is that we have a new source right here inside of ReStream Studio. So now I'm going to swap it out by turning this on. It's taking it just a second because my computer is slow. There we go. So I've turned on the source RTMP and I've turned off the audio. And so now what's coming through on the stream is actually coming from OBS. And so over here in OBS, if I can switch my camera angle, which you're not able to see right now. I'll use my other camera since it's coming, since the main one is being used by ReStream Studio. It grabbed it first. So now in just a second, it'll pop up. There's a little bit of a delay using RTMP, and it looks like we might have a bit of a lower frame rate, and now it's kind of catching up. So my lip sync is off, and so it's not great. It might not be great for real-time conferencing with people because you would need to bring everybody's audio and video into OBS and then broadcast it to ReStream, which is great for proxying to a bunch of other channels. But you probably wouldn't be able to bring in an RTMP stream into the studio here and have somebody converse, but it should be just fine for sharing a desktop. So if I set my OBS output over to share my regular desktop now, then you'll be able to see that instead. Go ahead and turn my camera on here so that you can just kind of see a more natural view of everything. Yep, so on the left here is the ReStream camera, and then on the right is the OBS camera. So we have pretty much instantaneous with the ReStream camera, and then like more than a second later is the ReStream way out of sync. But if I switch my ReStream, my OBS stream over to my desktop, which I just did, then within a second or so, you should be able to see that nice and clear coming through. And we just want to switch the content out. So hopefully that is nice and clear. This is what we're getting over RTMP for the desktop. And so if I over here, if I go click a button, run 2, 3, I click the button and then we can see how long it takes for it to come up on the screen. It's just a little bit of a delay, but it is nice and clear. And of course, now if we want to change the scaling algorithm, compression algorithm, those sorts of things, we do that inside of OBS. And if you want more help with that part of it, just let me know, because I'll be happy to try to help you figure it out. All right, so that's about it. Let me know if I can help. Bye.